The other day, I made some of the Aldi's Salisbury steak. I ended up cooking up all 6 in the microwave, and I have one left over here. But one little Salisbury steak isn't enough to eat. Not for a meal. And I decided to save the gravy here because I'm not very good at making gravy. I know, it's crazy. I'm not very good at making gravy. So I saved the gravy from the Aldi Salisbury steak that I'm planning on using just by heating up this hamburger patty here. You can see it's beef burgers from Aldi. This stuff was a really good deal from Aldi. You can get a whole bag of that for like about $8 or less than $8. And you actually get a better deal on that at Aldi than you do at Walmart. I think the same kind at Walmart is like $9 or $12, between $10 and $12 roughly, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and season it a little bit, and of course we're going to season it like we normally do with our minced onion and our Badia Complete. And that's all I'm going to do is just toss them on there, have the hamburger cook up, throw it into the gravy here, or put the gravy in here to season and flavor the hamburger. And I'll eat that with this other hamburger patty with the rice that I just made here. So rice is universal food for me for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This will be a very hearty meal for me and something really simple to make. Wow, look at all that smoke coming up. Is that smoke particles flying in front of this? I've already added some of the Badia Complete on the other side, but I'll put some more on here. Just so you're aware, I've turned the heat down a little bit because I think it was starting to get a little too hot too fast. And we'll toss in some more of the minced onion. And let this just continue to fry up. I mean, I could normally just cook the hamburger meat and eat that with rice, which, you know, it's not bad in its own way. It's normally what I do when I don't have leftovers that I want to use up. But I figured since the gravy isn't too bad from the Aldi Salisbury steak, and we have one left here, I would go ahead and just cook the hamburger meat and save the gravy and the other steak, the other Salisbury steak to mix in there. So I don't know how it's going to turn out. This is my first time trying to mix these two together, so stay tuned, and hopefully it won't be too bad. I've turned the heat back on because I want to make sure that the hamburger meat is thoroughly cooked. But you can see there's all sorts of fat drippings there, which I'm going to get rid of just by patting it down with a paper towel. I know a lot of people say, man, the way you prepare meals is probably not very appetizing. I guess the proper way would be to pour out the fat, but I think collecting it like this works fine. And this meal isn't being made for anyone other than me. I think it's just a really simple way of getting rid of most of the fat. I'll have a little bit here, it doesn't matter. And I think a little bit of fat is fine. So, it looks about cooked to me. Let me see what the hamburger meat looks like on the inside. I want to cut it open. And I think it's almost fully cooked. It looks pretty cooked. Yeah, it's pretty much cooked. So at this point, I am going to go ahead and add the existing hamburger helper. Not hamburger helper, the existing Salisbury steak here. I'm going to add, looks like it's stuck on here. Add the existing Salisbury steak. Put that over again. And we're going to go ahead and add our gravy. Let's see if we can't turn this into a hamburger Salisbury steak. I don't know about you guys. I put the gravy in there from the existing leftover Salisbury steak mix in a box for taste. So this to me looks very interesting, especially the hamburger. I'm covering it with gravy right now. I turned the heat off, and we're just going to kind of let it just simmer down a little bit. Make sure everything's nice and hot. Mix everything up. And we're going to see how this all tastes. So stay tuned. Alright, here then is my leftover Salisbury steak gravy with the added hamburger to simulate a Salisbury steak. Notice the steam coming off everything. It's very hot. A little tip for those of you who are trying to use leftover rice. This rice was actually leftover. What I did was I just put it in the microwave and add a little bit of water and put a paper towel on top of it and then nuke it for about 1 minute. When you do that, the rice gets soft again and moist, so it's just like freshly cooked. And we're going to go ahead and try the hamburger portion. And that looks so good. I'm going to try the hamburger portion because that's going to be the portion that will taste different. And see how it compares to the real Salisbury steak that came with the Aldi's package of Salisbury steak. So I got the hamburger meat here. Make sure I get some of the gravy. And we're going to have a taste test and see what it tastes like. Very hot. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is like 100% better than the Aldi's Salisbury steak. Oh, I guess because it's probably more meat, more real meat inside the hamburger patty than what they include on the Salisbury steak. But let me tell you, this is so delicious. So, if you ever buy these prepackaged Salisbury steaks, whether it's the ones from Walmart or from Aldi's, and you have this leftover gravy, because, you know, they give you so much gravy, I don't think you end up using it all. Save that gravy, cook up a hamburger patty like this, put it in there and recook it, and oh my gosh, this stuff tastes so good. Let me have another bite here. This is like 100% better than the Salisbury steak, the real Salisbury steak that they include in the package. Let's have a comparison here with the pre-made Salisbury steak. You can look at the texture of the meat. This one's kind of flat, you know, not much texture there. And the hamburger one, you can see, has a bit more texture. So, we'll try the actual one that came with the packet that was left over. And see how that tastes. It's not bad. You know, it is a Salisbury steak, which I've did a taste test before. And it's, I think, better than the Walmart one. But this hamburger patty in here, you really got to try this. So, if you order these Salisbury steak things, save that gravy. And put the hamburger patty in there. Cook it up. I mean, cook up the hamburger patty. Then cook it up with the gravy. And you're going to be like me right now, saying, I can't believe how good this actually tastes. Until next time, everybody, I hope you found this video entertaining. And maybe picked up a little tip or two. I myself am going to go sit down and enjoy this meal. This is really, really good. Take care, everyone. Have a great day.